Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jurrell Casey in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
Hey, check 26. Jump out.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. The right side caught, Hogan. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. Kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Got his man, it's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz now on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Clinton Dix there for the stop. On second down, Cook, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Line.
They'll run forward with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now.
Let's go, come on.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Penny. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rodgers now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The pitch goes to Penny. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. Penny, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Over here. Jump out. Over here.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give. This is Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Working from the gun, Wentz. The man is Godwin. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hey, check 26. Zoom. So, hey.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
319, 158.
On first down, Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
319. Hey, Mike. Jump out.
Rodgers now operating from the gun. Eluded. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he stopped immediately there. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wentz. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Cook. 57 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion. Precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go, come on. Hurry up.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Penny. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Over.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, 26.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. His throw incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
319. Zoom. That's fine, yeah.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. K1 Short in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
319. Hey, check 26. Zoom. 319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by George Iloka. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wentz to throw on second down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. From the gun, it's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Hey, check 26. We are going.
To throw on second down. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Hogan. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter.
It's all right. Let's go. Come on.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Again, it's Penny. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to him. 15 big yards. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that.
Williams loses the football, and the Rams have got it back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Right. Jumbo! Hey, check 26. 319. 319.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Parker, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
This is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Zoom. 319. 319.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jurrell Casey bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
158. 150. Jumbo.
the gun. It's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run again on first down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Rashad Penny. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A terrific run there by Penny. 41 yards on the ground. Rodgers to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Atlanta, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Rams, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We want back. No new friends, no new friends. Football fans, they sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up, the champs is in. Champion, we want back in.